One thing you guys probably don't know about me is that I'm actually a pretty good gamer. I'm probably the best gamer in my friend group. Every time I hop online, I always play ranked or competitive, and overall I take a lot of pride in my gaming skills. So when I saw all these people start running Elden Ring and saying it's such a hard game, I personally didn't believe them. I thought, yo, what game can I not conquer? This is also the first time I ever played a From Software game, so I was very excited to try and see if that learning curve is really as hard as they say. All my friends didn't believe in me, they were preying on my downfall. And that shit worked. Yes, that game was probably the hardest game I've ever played in my life. It took me over a month to beat this game, and while I was playing the game, I went through several different stages. I went through some high points, some low points, a lot of low points, and overall it was a very unique game. In fact, I wouldn't even call it a game, it was more of an experience. So today, we're going to be talking about it. The 6 stages that you're going to go through when you play Elden Ring. By the way, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. You know, everything counts. Thank you. The first stage is the excitement stage. So this is when you just get the game and everything is just so incredible. Whether you played previous games or this is your first time jumping into one of these type of games, everything seems fresh, the open world looks beautiful, and there's so much you want to explore, so much you want to see. This is where everything is fun. You could die 100 times to the same boss and you will still enjoy it because, hey, I'm getting better. And that's what makes it so exciting. You know you haven't hit your stride yet. You know when you get your right equipment, when you find your right playstyle, when you find the right armors, right summons, that's when you're gonna really start cooking. And you're just excited, you're building towards that. So everything just seems super fun. And this is also the point where the game starts consuming you. Your whole For You page turns into Elden Ring. Everything you search up is tutorials or how-tos or how to find certain things. And overall, you're just very excited to finally get into this community. And then stage 2 hits, the Bliss stage. So you know how I said earlier you haven't hit your stride? Well, this is when you hit it. You start getting the armor you want, you're starting to figure out how you want to actually play, and overall you start actually getting kind of good at this game. After putting in 10 to 15 hours, you start understanding the timing mechanisms, what the meta is, and overall you're just cooking. Every boss challenge is seeming easier and easier, enemies are getting sauced, you know how to properly upgrade your character, and you thoroughly understand everything there is to know about this game. Everything's looking good. You're looking like, yo, I can beat Kai Cenat's record. This is the one. Until number 3. The third stage, the unadulterated rage. Now, you practically reached your peak at gaming. You can't get any better now. You know you've been putting in 20-30 hours in this game, but you still died to just complete bullshit. Yes, this part is when it makes you even wonder, are you even a gamer? Do you even enjoy playing games? Do you enjoy living? All the love you had for this game is thrown right outside the window and it's filled with nothing but hate. You hate the mechanisms, you hate every single thing about this game, but you don't give up because now it's just your pride on the line. It's no more whether you actually enjoy gaming, it's whether you enjoy looking like a bitch. Yes, it's man versus machine time. Human versus robot, who wins? And you definitely don't want to let down your ancestors. This is also the stage where you're probably going to have to get a new monitor, a few new controllers, and even maybe potentially a new copy of the game if you have the disc version still, because you're going to snap that bitch. You start taking your frustrations out on your family, your wife, your kids, you start beating them. Okay, I'm joking with that one, but you get my point. It's just pure rage and there's nothing but hate. Until you get onto the 4th stage, the depression stage. This is the stage when you start realizing that life is pretty much as meaningful as the story in this game. It's not. Everything you do is just filled with an unadulterated sadness now. You can go about your very day and you're just dreading because you know you're gonna eventually have to get back on and get bitched around by a dragon for the next 45 minutes just until you uninstall the game and go play SpongeBob or something, because you know, damn. You start getting thoughts about, hey, should I start selling my console? You get flashbacks of the better days. You start wondering, where did my dad go? All this accumulates to you just being so sad and the game being the main cause of it. Now this is when most people delete the game and or give up. Because most people are not going to sacrifice their mental health for something that's actually supposed to help you improve your mental health, you know? Gaming is supposed to be a distraction, a time to just chill out and enjoy yourself, not something that makes you want to actively fuck yourself in the ass. So like any normal person, you're going to go delete the game and spend time with your family, your kids, your mother. Until the 5th stage hits, the 2nd burst. You know how everything I said about, oh, it's not good to ruin your mental health over a game? Nah, fuck that. You have to get your get back. Whether it was because you took a little break from the game, you saw some YouTube videos about how to get this armor that'll help you with this guy, or you just come in with the indomitable human spirit and just don't want to give up, you're gonna spin back to this game. You come in there with full force, you die 100 times, it doesn't even faze you anymore. You accepted it. You've accepted this is who you are, just a low life that just loves getting shitted on. And you couldn't be happier. You love it and you're excited. So you just keep going harder and harder and harder. Because you know you're going to break the mold. Eventually you're going to hit it. Until you know you died a Godfrey for another 100 times. And you're just like, yo, wait a minute. Either most people go back to the 4th stage depression. Or you push through and you finally reach the 6th stage. Euphoria. Now this is when you finally become a master at this game. You finally overcome all your emotions as a human being and tether yourself from this world. You just keep pushing forward regardless of the price, regardless of the outcome. You start neglecting all your responsibilities in life until you finally get to that point where you beat the game. You think your daughter being born was the best moment of your life? Oh, getting married the best night of your life? Nope, that's all gonna come in second place once you beat this game, as this will give you a feeling that you probably never had before, that makes it way better than having 100 naked girls beside you, because you finally did it. After how many hours you put in, varies depending on the person, you finally beat the game that said no one said you could. You finally realize that you're not just a gamer, you are the gamer. And then you start looking at some of the other catalogs of game From Software has. Oh, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and you start putting in your head like, oh, maybe I could take these on. It couldn't be harder than Elden Ring. It is, by the way. Overall, Elden Ring was actually a very fun game to play. There were a lot of parts that I liked, a lot of parts I didn't, I'll be honest with you. But overall, it really helped me test my mental fortitude. Now I know that if I ever get a girlfriend one day, I could put up with her because I managed to put up with Elden Ring. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.